Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Depends on where you're to in the world. This is basically the Gamer Smack back once again with basically another Trove video. Yeah. Why did I just stutter? I don't know. I'm starting to sound like basically site players. Oh, that's an insult. No, just kidding. Anyway, hopefully everybody else is doing great. Of course, I had a bunch of cups of coffee and stuff like that. Of course, this is going to be grind time, of course. It's almost like prime time, but like I said, which is a little bit of grinding into it. Woo! Sweetness. Well, anyway, regardless of that, basically doing what I always do best to try to basically just have a little bit of fun with the games and stuff like that. So, oh yeah. So I love this stuff. You know, you can't complain. You do what you do. Just party and do whatever you need. Now, if you do actually need a hand or anything like that with the game or decide to go along and just basically go crazy with it, just let me know. I'll be able to help you out as much as I can. Of course, when it comes to all the fun stuff in the game, of course, there's a lot of stuff you can actually do and do it that way. So, yeah. Anyway, looks like I'm having a problem. Let me refresh my stream here, and because I'm not seeing my numbers, I'm not seeing nothing that would actually indicate that I've got a program running, which is not good. But let me just basically reset that again, and basically to see if I can actually get this to work. Like la da 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 da. All right, we're basically gonna go in there. Ooh. All right, going in. Going in. Then now that might work. It might work. Cross fingers, not toes, not eyes. Toes you might trip up on yourself. But I don't know why this is not working. Give me a second here. Yeah, I can't. This is weird. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Like I said, it's just either my computer is not displaying it, or it's just basically messing up. I'm not going to worry about it anyway right now. Like I said, I'd like to be able to reset my... actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset my computer. I got to be able to do that at least once. And do it that way. Okay, because like I said, I've been having a little bit of technical difficulty with the program that I'm running. As I said, I'm trying to customize my programs as much as I can and try to work on it myself, but it's a lot of work to it. But anyway, it's all groovy. Anyway, what I'm going to do here, I need to do a complete challenge. Ooh. What to do with that? Let me see exactly what I can do with that. Seriously. I'm just going to go along and do some more U10 grinding because I'm trying to get 2 out of boxes. I'm very close to that right now. I'm 165 boxes. Now, I'm taking my time to grind these boxes because, of course, I'm not in a great big huge in a rush because I've already got a character and stuff that's set for U11. So, like I said, the only thing I can actually do with that then after is just to work on the alternate characters. Basically, that's exactly what I'm doing right now currently. Just working on a few of those. This is exactly what I'm going to be doing with them. Like I said, I already got plans and everything made out for what each character I'm going to be doing with. So, like I said, when I get the slurry and stuff like that doing... Now, I will still be doing, like, the delves and stuff every Monday. Like I said, if you guys are tuned in or whatever the case may be and you want to be able to join in, I will be able to help you with the delves and stuff like that. And I'll be able to help you with other things in the game as well. If you do have a question and stuff like that, you'll be able to actually, like I say, as I'm streaming, you'll be able to drop in, like I said, and just get some information right quick. Okay, no, it's the program that's actually messing up. It's the overlay. Yeah, I don't know why that is actually messing up. I think just because it probably is not saved right. And let me see here. If this is... Oh, I'm trying to complete your request. The problem is processed. Please contact support. Oh, it is going to give me a blank nothing now. Crap. Yeah, it's all to do with the overlay. I can't do nothing else about it. Anyway, regardless of that, at least my messages and stuff still works and stuff like that, so it's all good. Yeah. Like I said, right now I'm actually working on. I got 165 boxes right now. I got 61 club boxes, which I've been working on. I've been working on so much stuff. It's not even funny. Like I said, I'm trying to get that to 200 boxes and try to work on. Like I said, trying to help you guys out as much as I can too, because it's pretty much the only thing I get to do from day to day now. I've got the event done, of course. I've got everything else done that's going to need to be done. The only thing is I don't have is the dragon and the dragon for PvP and stuff, which is going to take me a little bit of time to get, but I'm not going to be in no rush to get that. Like I said, I've got about half the fragments that I need for the egg, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I've been, like I said, working on trying to get that egg and stuff like that over time. Actually, that reminds me, I got to go back and do that one PvP, because if I don't do that one PvP, I'm going to be stuck missing it, because if I'm going to do it all this grind and stuff like that, it's going to be absolutely not good. Because, like I said, that means I'll be missing that one fragment. Ooh, someone actually left a spinning ally here, which is weird. All right, I guess graphics glitches and stuff, it does happen. Now, I'm going to go over here, pop this open. Hopefully, I can get in right quick. Usually about 30 to 40 seconds. There we go. But during the late night, it's not so quick. Like, I mean, this is what it is. Right now, like I said, my program right now is glitching a little bit. I can't help it with that. I mean, I'm trying to actually fix that, but it seems like it's not available. Like I said, with the website. So, like, I mean, I'm trying to run everything off the web browser itself. So it does tend to mess up sometimes, but basically I'll be reloading that later on. Like I said, as the next hour or two, I try to fix that. So, but it's not hindering anything anyways, so it's all good. But hopefully everybody's doing fine, like I said, in Trove World, of course, and basically doing what they need to do itself. This guy has basically tried to actually send everything he's got at me, and that's not going to work because, yeah, it's going to be fun. Come on, go inside the hole. Ooh. All right. And I got another guy right into the top of the building here, and I'm slowly getting up to the, I almost fell off. Oh man, no, it's too many people up there. It's just like everybody's chasing everybody else today. It's like, ouch. I'm just waiting for it to go down by one because, like I said, it's just like, I mean, I get the point of actually having that many people there and try to chase after somebody or do something else like that. It's just like, no. But yeah, like I said, I'm just basically just doing this just for that one coin, and then I'll be finished for the day, of course. And hopefully I don't get trapped by anything. Like I said, those two guys, I think they're still trying to kill each other. I'm not sure. Oh, no. We got from 5 players to 6 players. And I guess a bunch of people that joined, which is kind of weird. But anyway, regardless of that, trying to get up there to the top. One person has died. Alrighty. Woo. All right. Let's keep on going. All right. Whoa. All right. Gotta love this. Whoa. Wait. I'm not even camping, as you see. Like I said, I'm trying to keep moving, which you're supposed to do in this, because if you don't keep moving, basically you will die because of how many players will try to snag you and try to kill you, of course, or try to lock onto you. That's another problem. Basically, this is what I'm trying to avoid right now. I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm trying to do my best with that. Ooh, this guy's trying to lock onto me from behind me. But you don't realize I've got basically the same stuff as he. Now, that was 2 against 1. I could never help with that one. Ooh, toastage. At least I still get my 1 coin. Well, it's just not too bad. It's not, like I said, I know do a lot of PvP anyway, so 1 coin is 1 coin. Now I can actually grab that and then I can have my daily done down at the bottom. That will give me 5 extra coins. That'll also give me the adventure challenge. But let me see. No, a completed challenge, which basically should be showing up here soon in this world itself, or in the hub itself. So it shouldn't take that long. Now I gotta find out how many more coins I need, because in PvP I need X number amount of coins to basically to get the next mastery. Now the thing is, let me see here. Mastery, bomber table, debate, blast coin. Ooh, I can buy this now. Nice. The Reaper's Malice, sweetness. That gives me 50 mastery, which is really nice. Sweet. Well, that's 50 mastery I didn't just have, so it's all good. Is that a what? What is? Oh, that's Aurora. Okay, that's a little different. All right, I can actually use that probably later on. I'll just do my redesign if I never decide to do so. Anyway, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go along and look at how much more mastery I need. Ooh, almost got another level. Okay, I've got about 80 more points to get, which is basically doing like the odds and ends and the map. But I'm not into the mastery right now, as I said before. I don't mind going into PvP or doing stuff like that, just to do a little bit here and there. But like I said, I'm not into the deep mastery yet, which is basically doing this mastery, which is the Sundered Uplands. I'm be holding that off until I get all the PvP stuff, because I know the Sundered Uplands are going to be there for a long time. So I'm not going to, like I said, just jump up and try to get that done right now. Hi, how are you doing, Sock? Like I said, welcome to the stream, of course. Yeah, basically, I just text you on Discord just to see if, like I said, if I can get some of those screenshots, if you don't mind, so I can try to help you out as much as I can. Yeah, I found out, well, good morning then. What I was going to say to you was, I found out it was a glitch. Like, I mean, when I was doing actually my damage output yesterday, it was a glitch in the game. So what happened is, it was just causing a lot of issues. So, like I said, when it comes to my damage output, right now it's actually almost double than what it used to what it was yesterday. Like, I was only getting 10 mil. I was like, I know I can do 17 mil in a U11. I should be able to do it. But it didn't allow me to do it. So, like I said, I'm actually doing my 17 mil again now. It was actually a glitch in the game. And now basically, funny thing is, I end up reloading the game twice yesterday trying to fix that. But now it's back to normal again. So I'm just glad it's actually fixed. But yeah, like I said, I'm also trying to fix my the bottom. Okay, it's all reloaded again. I was going to say I was just waiting for my UI to actually reload again and get that done. I'm just glad it just reloaded, because it was glitching for about probably 5 minutes or so. So it's not too bad. So anyway, what I'm going to do, because my phone is almost dead, I got to recharge that, and I'll get back and probably talk to you on there as well. I might be able to help you with your character and see what I can actually help you with to make a good survival character, so you can be able to use it for grinding, because grinding is a great huge part of Trove, and everybody knows that. Like I said, playing the game. But just give me a second here. I'm at about 20% battery power here. And like I said, I can give you 2 differentials of bills. Like I said, I can give you the information on here on my channel, so people can actually know exactly what the 2 builds are. Now, there's 2 different bills. I'll let people know right now. There's 2 different builds by changing just one gem. All right, peace it for now, my friend. But I'll still mention those 2 builds anyway. What it is just, if you want to do it, you can use a velocity. Basically, Berserk Battler or Vampiric Vanquisher is the 2 different builds that you can use. Now, it depends on what you're using for, because the Berserk Battler will basically give you more light. But, I mean, like I said, when it comes to damage-wise and stuff like that, if you are doing the grind in U11, After a certain point, light is not going to matter to that high point. So what happens is you just basically end up basically building almost the same thing as I've got. Like I said, you get a bit more light from that gem itself. I'm just using a standard gem right now, and I'll tell you what my light is currently with my setup. It's 1,345. Now, I could have a higher light if I went with the Berserk Battler, but I'm using a Vampiric Vanquisher, so I don't have to use potions and stuff, and I don't have to go to my Cornerstone unless I'm cashing out or whatever the case may be. It's two different ways of playing the Shadowhunter itself, but either side will actually benefit whatever you're doing, whatever the job you wanted for it to do. If you wanted to do it for, like I said, the delves, you can basically just put more light to it and just get a few more delve levels out of it, or you just basically make it a grinder and basically do exactly the same thing as I did. So, like I mean, it's two different ways of actually playing the character, and well, whichever way you want it for to benefit you. Now, as I said before, I don't give it builds, but I don't mind helping out other people with different things. Like, I mean, I build this character. I started building this character before for when I first started, and that's why I got such a high PR. But I've got other characters. Like I said, I've got Solarian that's being built up right now at 40K. He's almost 41K, and so on and so forth. So I'm actually working on that and working on other things too. Like, I mean, my Ice Age is not worked on yet, but I do have it built up. But just before the update came out, and I've also got the Gunslinger, which does have its first, basically its crystal gem. So I'm basically working on trying to get augmentations for that and make that work. So I'm basically working on a bunch of things all at once, but basically trying to work out one goal at a time. So, like I said, think of it this way: you need one character for grinding. So. Hey, welcome, my friend, and welcome to the channel. Hopefully, basically, you're having a great day, of course. Like I said, this is basically, like I said, I'm just playing Drove, doing a daily grind, of course, or the morning grind for some of you. And like I said, try to actually squeeze in as much. And like I said, I do give it information itself to basically to teach people how to play this game. This game is not that complicated, but there's a lot of information in the game because there's different ways of basically augmenting your gems and making your gems work right for you. The only thing is, like I just mentioned, I don't tell people how to play the game, but I do try to get, like I said, so people realize what each gem will do. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great for now. Like I said, I'm just doing this grind. Once I get my camera bar and stuff like that done, I will be playing some Need for Speed Heat, of course. I said I was going to quit at the game just to stop at it until I get something done. Like I said, I was glitching out too much in the game. It was basically giving me stuff, and it was throwing stuff at me it wasn't supposed to, which is basically all to do with EA's fault, but whatever case may be. But I'm not complaining about it. It's just, like, I mean, EA is not that great of a game company anyway. They're basically, they do great visuals, but their visuals doesn't count as anything. Anyway, it's just what it is. Like I said, besides that, I'm doing this great. I'm basically... I'm still breathing anyway, and that's the main thing, I guess, and so on and so forth. Like I said, I'm still streaming as well. Like I said, if you basically like this video, like I said, you can hit that follow button. You can also check out my YouTube channel as well. I got this game broken down, and also Minecraft and other games as well. I've got it all posted there. Like I said, you'll see the description in my link, the link in my description. I was going to say it the other way around, just for a joke, but anyway, you see the link in my description itself, and you'll be able to go straight to there and basically do it that way. So you'll be able to get some information on the game. Now, as I said before, I do not basically tell you what in-power gems to use because everybody plays a little differently. But if you do ask about my builds and what my builds will do for you, I will explain it. I'll explain the maximum damage you will get and so on and so forth. Right now, my build will give you about almost close to between 17 and 18 mil at the highest. If I put a little bit more, like I said, if I was using Berserk Battler, I might get a little bit more damage, but I will actually be able, I won't survive as much because, of course, I'm using a little bit of less of HP. So what I did was basically use the Vampiric Vanquisher to fix that problem. And now I can grind forever without dying, without using a potion, without using whatever. So that's exactly what I did with the character itself, so I can actually better myself in that direction. So every single build, you got to remember, every single job. Okay, you got the Shadow Hunter. You've got the basically Ice Age. You've got the Gunslinger. You've got the Lunar Lancer. Every single one of them has a specific job to do. And if you look at the job descriptions itself, like I said, for speed, like I said, grindability and stuff like that, you can actually be able to do and go straight over. And like I said, basically build the character that you're going to use the most. And that's the only thing. If you're building like 4 or 5 characters all at once, you don't want to do that, because you will basically end up slowing yourself down. Your progress will be a heck of a lot slower. You want to basically max one character out first and boost every other character after, because it'll be a lot easier on you, and you won't have to worry about so much about the stats and stuff like that as much. And you also want to focus on your dragons and stuff too, and your mastery system. Your mastery system will be an oh my gee, just because when you get your mastery system and stuff and your dragons up, you'll actually get a lot of flux and stuff doing it that way too. So you want to be able to get that and make that work right for you. Like, I mean, people ask me all the time, how do you make flux? How do you get this? How do you get that? That's how I get it. I got basically almost all the dragons in the game. I've got almost everything in the game except a few odds and ends. And I know how to get everything in the game. Just ask me a question. I'll be able to tell you exactly what's been taken out of the game, what's been added to the game, and I'll be able to go along and basically help you with that. So this is exactly what I do. This is what my pride and joy. Like I said, because I spent so many hours on here, I've got over 10,000 hours so far in Trove. Like I said, and I just can't. Like I said, yeah, there's nothing else for me to do in the game except, like I said, share the information with you guys and get the information out there, so you'll be able to get back into your game and enjoy your game a lot more. Now, if you basically do play on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 console, there is a bonus playing on these. If you basically get to mastery level 20, you'll be able to trade. But now you got to play on the US server to do this. If you do play on the UK server, I'm sorry, I cannot help you, but I can actually help you with the US server. What I could do is, if you play together itself, I could actually, as soon as you get mastery level 20, I could give you your very first free stellars. Yes, free stellars. I don't charge people for them or anything like that. Yes, I do loot collect quite a few of them because of the fact that, like I said, this way I make my flux and stuff like that. And so on and so forth, but I'm not too much worried about helping somebody else out. Now, I basically help somebody else just to get from 750 PR right on up to 3K. Once they were finished the first day, they were almost up to Uber 8, which is a great big good jump. And working with people inside the PlayStation itself, like I said, I've got so many people that say use my information, and you don't even need to be on the PlayStation console to use my information, because all the information is exactly the same. I do try to keep up to date with all of the events, and I do keep it up to date with all the information in the game. Now, some of the changes and stuff like that, or if there's a major change in the game, I do try to get onto the PTS server and find out what the information is. Now, you got to remember, everything in the PTS server, that doesn't mean it's going to survive or be added to the game. There's only a certain percentage of that makes the grindstone. And what happens is, when it comes to that, like I said, I could make a video on, like, say, the PTS server. There's only one problem. The information is not set in stone until it actually hits the console. Adderall? Yes, I do. I do. I know him very well. I used to play together to get it with that guy. I was going to say with that gay, but no, that would be wrong. But like I said, I used to play the game to get it with him a lot. And then Adderall basically just changed his attitude and changed his mind. And he's not the same Adderall when I first started playing with him. So, yeah, like, I mean, people do change over time. Like I said, ever since I started this game, I never once, hey, Snoop, what's up, man? And welcome to the stream, of course, as always. But see, the thing is, I don't, like I said, for me, I don't nitpick at people or anything like that. I'll just go along until like it is or whatever the case may be. Like, I mean, my attitude never changed since I started playing this game. And like I said, it's just what it is. No, I don't know who you are. I really don't. If you're Adderall, welcome anyway. But if you're not, well, it's what it is. But I don't know. I don't know who you are. Seriously, see. I can't go by like Twitch names. I just can't do that because it's just what it is. If I went by Twitch names, I'd be doing that all day. But like I said, as time goes by, like I said, a lot of people don't play together with people anymore, or they just decide to do something different, or their life changes. Like I said, they don't really get the same time frame anymore to play together, and so on and so forth. So that's exactly what happens. Uh, fighting. Okay, I don't know who you are. Like, I mean, see, who are you? Like, I mean, white, yellow names. I know too many of them. Well, you know something. Look, I don't live in the past, dude. I live in the moment. You know something. That no, that yeah, okay, that's extremely weird. But anyway, but what I'm saying is, I don't live in the past. I live as the moment treats me, and so on and so forth. Oh, oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm at 800 and I'm almost 870. I'm getting close to 870 right now. I'm still missing a couple of things. Like, I'm not missing nothing major. So, like, I mean, I'm just basically grinding stuff out right now. But yeah, but like I said, when it comes to it, I will tell you this, and I will say this, and to be honest, like I said, I don't dwell on nothing. If I was going to do that, life is too short to do that. I basically enjoy, and I enjoy every day that I'm on this side to side because eventually I won't be here. That's like everybody else. You don't know when your number is going to be there to be called, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, living in the past, I never do that. Like I said, that's why every day I'll come in with a fresh new energy, try to put that to good use and so on and so forth, and try to make stuff work. Like, I mean, I've been playing this game for, like I said, for a long time too as well. But like I said, yeah, but don't worry about it. Like I said, it's what it is. Like, I mean, when it comes to the weirdness and stuff like that, I better not get into it because I'm not that type of person. But if you're that type of person, well, that's your prerogative. That's your cool. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You know, I don't basically. I can't change nobody else's mind. I can't. Like that's why I said I don't teach. I teach people, but I don't tell people. That's the difference. Like, I mean, if people go along and use my information if they decide to do so, or they don't have to use it. That's their own system. Well, say this. Well, you don't live next to me, and you're starting to wig me out a little bit. But anyway, okay. Anyway, like I said, when it comes to that, but it's all cool. Anyway, like I said, regardless of that, basically doing the morning grind or the afternoon depends on where you're to. Like I said, if you're new to the channel itself, you'll be able to go along and look at my YouTube channel to get all the information that you can actually use. Like, I mean, I did break this game down into sections so people will understand how to play the game instead of having all the stuff, all the information put right towards. Now, the only thing is, like, I mean, yeah, it can be fun. It can be fun. Depends on what you're doing. Like I said, you can also get bored with it. If you're already 800 master, you're already basically knowing exactly what you're doing. But a lot of people, no. See, 800 master, that means you've been playing for a while. But like I said, I try to do my best with itself, with my YouTube channel and stuff like that, and try to help as many people as I can. Like I said, when it comes to information is golden. It's more golden than just getting a bunch of followers to a point. Because once you get, like I said, information, you'll be able to play the games better and stuff like that. As I said before, there's going to be a lot of games like Trove, and there's still a lot of games like Trove. You got to remember, Trove is basically a clone of Diablo 3 and Minecraft combined, which is basically the Diablo 3 or even the Diablo series, the longest series running for over 20 years. And then you also got the best-selling game right now to console, which is basically Minecraft. So why not amalgamate them together to make the game? And that's exactly what they did. Like I said, if you played Diablo 3 at some point and like to be able to actually do that, like I said, I might start doing the stream of Diablo 3 to show you exactly the difference between the two games. Because a lot of people think, no, he's BSing me or whatever. But no, the two games are combined together, and it's quite similar to that. Well, think about it this way. They even got the powergram system from that game. Think about it this way. When it comes to playing the games and stuff like that, and be able to show you the classic game, because the most classic game would be the Diablo series. Now, like I said, Diablo 3 deals with the powergram system and also deals with different types of gear. Like you get the green, yellow, and so on and so forth. It's just like the kind of like the gem system in here. But of course, like the green sets and stuff that you'll get stats from. Well, it's same with gems and stuff in this game too, and other pieces of gear that you can actually get stats from. So they're almost identically the same. Yeah, think of it this way. If you were only playing that game, see, I'm basically an MMO player, but I also play a lot of RPGs in most cases. Now, racing and stuff like that, I play it a little bit. I don't play it a lot of it, but that doesn't mean I'm actually bad at it. It's just I don't focus on it that much. Back in Super Nintendo, I used to play basically the Top Gear series, like Top Gear 3000, Top Gear 2, and Top Gear 1. So, I think I already had you at some point, and I might have deleted you because, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I don't delete people, like I said, unless it's getting too weird. Like I said, to me, I don't feel at a place with people. Never did, but it's just, I don't know. Like I said, when someone actually says something to me like, you find me cute or something like that, and I'm actually way over on the other side of the ocean. You don't even know who I am. I don't know who you are. So it's kind of weird. Seriously. So that's exactly what I look at, you know? But no, the thing is, after everything, okay, like I said, I don't know. Think of it this way. You're from the U.S., I'm from Canada, blah. And another thing is, this is it. You know, I'm never rude to a person. Absolutely not rude to a person at all. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't have to explain it any more than that. Now, I'm looking for the last boss in here. I think he's on the bottom. Could be on the bottom. Oh. There's 3 widgets down here. No, he's not on the bottom. He's up here. Oh, switch. Got it. Nice. All right. Yeah, but you got to think about it this way. I do my channel as a profession. I'm not looking for anything else. and that's not being rude to anybody or anything like that. But I do my channel as a profession, and I want to be able to do it as a profession. And like I said, I enjoy people. I enjoy everybody. I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel just for one person. Like I said, I treat everybody equal and as a human being, and that's just it. And I don't try to wig people out. I don't come on acting weird. I don't yell and scream. Like I said, it's just one of the things. And that's exactly what I do. And I've been doing this for quite a few years. And like I said, I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I don't mind sharing information with people later. Like I said, the information that I do give out, though, it's 100%. I know it's 100% because I spent months and months doing the research to make sure it is 100%. And I don't mind going along and using all my resources to get the information that it's needed. Like, I mean, I love getting the resources to making stuff work right for people so they're not basically struggling to the games that they enjoy playing and so on and so forth. And that's just the way I do things, like I said, in that direction. And, you know, I'm kind of like tired to try to explain why I'm doing my channel, because it sounds like I'm basically almost trying to repeat myself like a broken record. And no, I don't use it as a scapegoat because I feel uncomfortable. But if a person's coming in and do something or see something that's actually absolutely weird, I will tell them they're doing absolutely something weird. And I will ask them the reason why. And that's exactly what I do. Now, that's not me being rude or anything like that, or basically doing it that. I will accept your friend request only on one request, and that is not to act. Don't try to wig me out on my channel, because my channel, like I said, is my channel. I try to go along and talk to everybody equal. I try to go along and do that. And like I said, I don't mind adding you. That's not a problem. But like I said, when it comes to the weirdness and stuff like that, I'm not game for that. I will tell you that. Like I said, I myself, like I said, in the real world, I do have, like I said, a girlfriend and everything else. I've basically got my own set of stuff that I do. And I also basically do what I need to do every day. No, you don't. You can't buy me. I don't buy people. You cannot make something else. You cannot say something else. I really don't care. That's just it. Like, I mean, no. Like, I don't buy people. I don't say you've got to, like I said, you got to do this, you got to do that. I make a suggestion. That's all I do. Like, I mean, and that's the way I run my channel. Like, I mean, if I was like PewDiePie and the rest of them, I'd be like, hey, man, you got to do this or something that's going to happen to you. And try to put fear into people or some kind of stupid. No. Okay, I tell you what, between me and you, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do right now, because you're still getting to be weirdy, and I do not allow weirdy itself. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to say goodbye to you for 30 seconds, and have a good one. Thank you. I don't like doing that to people, but no. And that's what the people get for, like I said, trying to be weird online. I just don't like weirdness. Like, I mean, I don't mind having a joke and stuff like that, but no, not weirdness. Like, if you're just being weird, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me. All right. Just basically doing my morning grind, of course, doing just a little bit of extra. Then I will be doing Need for Speed Heat as well. I'll be trying to squeeze that in within the next half an hour or so. And then I'll be able to, then I'm going to be calling it today. Now, I do 3 streams during the day. This is my first stream that I do. Usually roughly about the same time. Between the hours, my hours itself, usually between the hours of 11 and 1. Welcome back, Suck. And like I said, how are you doing now, my friend? Yeah, I got my phone on charge right now, so I'll be working on that and trying to get some juice back into that. So right now it's almost completely dead. So just give me a moment. Like I said, if you send those screenshots to me, I'll see exactly what you're doing, and I don't mind if you even stop my grind for a minute. I'll be able to help you out as much as I can. Like I said, I don't know what type of build are you looking for, though. That's my question, because it doesn't really matter what character you're using as a self, but like I said, what are you trying to do? Like I said, with your character. Because I'll be able to help you out to basically to give you the right gem sets for what you need to do if you want that information. But I will not tell you that information if you don't want it. Because I don't, like I told you, I don't like telling people what to do in games. I want you to basically experiment and try everything yourself. Like, I mean, I can give you basically the best grinding method or best flux method or something, whatever the case may be. But I cannot, like I said, and I will not basically tell you exactly 100% how to play the game. It's just, like, I mean, it's all inexpensive. Something like I've got with my Shadowhunter? Or are you looking for something a little bit different? Gotcha. Well, actually, let me get down and look at exactly what I can do, and probably send you some screenshots. You have the PSN app, right? Because if you get right. I know you can't do U11 yet. But what I was going to say, you get the PlayStation app, right? Oh, Well, what you could do is get the PlayStation app, and we'll be able to communicate in a party, because the PlayStation app will work on every console and every phone, and it's only a couple of megabytes. The program is not big. And like I said, you can share information between the PlayStation and stuff like that. And I'll also be able to send you some screenshots off my PlayStation. Because right now, like I said, I don't have everything connected. Yes, you could talk on Discord. Yes, I do agree. But like I said, when it comes to the PlayStation app, you can use it on the Xbox. You can use it on a phone. You can use it on everything. Discord is... Yeah. Discord is actually only made for one side. Like, I mean, you can take screenshots with your phone, and basically it'll be, like I said, depends on how good your phone camera on your phone is, and then you'll be able to send it through there. But with the PlayStation app, you can take it right from your PlayStation and send it, and you'll be able to send multiple at the same time, not just one or two. Like I said, you can send about 10 different photographs all at once, so you don't have to wait. The only thing is, it's a time differential by sending and receiving, so it's not a real big huge time differential either. It's only a couple of seconds between each one of them. Depends on your internet connection and what Sony actually has set up itself. So that's pretty much the only difference between that. Like, Discord is great for chat. That's the only thing is. But if you're doing with the PlayStation Network and stuff like that, that's a more direct connection. So you'll be able to get the better, even if sometimes the sound quality is better with the PlayStation app, at least talking from the PlayStation and the other piece of tech that you have. I've got both on my phone. Like, I mean, I was going to go along and get Twitter as well. I do have a Twitter account, but it's basically shut down because I don't use it. Nobody really uses that. So I'm like, okay, what, in that direction. So, like, I mean, if a lot of more people used it, like, I mean, a lot of people use Discord more so than not, because it is, I can't see it's an easier program. It's just a lot more widely used. So, yeah, that's why I've got two of them, so I can actually communicate with either side. But if you're sending photographs and stuff like that from, like I said, the PlayStation to the Xbox and stuff, the PlayStation app will still be the best. Because you get the better quality. Because think of it this way: it's like me taking a screenshot of my screen of my TV, and it depends on how good my camera is on my phone, and if it's actually going to be out of focus or if it's going to be whatever to interfere with that. Basically, you'll get into, like I said, you can have interference with different things. So with the PlayStation app, you can actually get rid of the interference. So basically, it's a photograph or a picture taken right from your console, right on over to the PlayStation app. And that's how that works. So you don't lose the quality of the picture. And like, I mean, if you're explaining something to me, I do not want to be looking at something that looks like it came from South Christmas. What I mean is be really snowy. It looks out of focus. It looks ugly. Like, I mean, I'll try to read a number. I can't read it because it's that bad. Sometimes it does happen with some of the phones out there. Like, I mean, even with iPhones, like I said, the older iPhones and stuff like that, they're horrible. Like, I mean, you don't have the pixelation. You got nothing to really for it to work exactly 100%. So, that's why I don't like dealing with phones, like I said, for the taking photographs and stuff and try to use that program just because of that reason. Now, I'm going to put this up for 20K because I know it's not going to sell. Actually, no, I'll put this up for 30, not 3,000, but 30 because I know it will not sell at that price. And then, oh, no, this despawned on me, crap. Oh, well. Anyway, regardless of that, what I like to do itself, like I said, with the PlayStation app and stuff, I'd rather use that than the Discord. Because this Discord is great for, like I said, making phone calls back and forth, getting information and stuff. At the other hand, though, it's just a little bit different. And that's exactly what I look at. Anywho, like I said, my grind is done here. Of course, I'll be probably ending my stream very shortly because I want to get back to Need for Speed Heat and get some more cash and stuff like that. If you do play Need for Speed Heat as well, like, I mean, I do take my stream and I do try to split with different games and try to do it that way. Like, I mean, some people stick with one game constantly and so on and so forth. But I find it gets kind of boring. And plus, once I get my dailies done, I've got nothing else to really do with the game itself. But, like I said, I've got my 200 boxes, 221 to be exact. So that means I need 200 boxes of the other types of elements. And once I get those, I'll be doing Right as Rain and so on and so forth. Now, I do try to go along and do justice on every single game that I do play, and I try to play it as much as I can. So anyone's got a question like that, I'd be able to answer it in whatever the case may be. A lot of the games I do play, like I said, I aced them so many times. I've been there. Like I said, it's including the Assassin's Creeds and all of that. Is like I said, there's nothing new to me anymore in those. But like I said, that's just single player games, of course. But on the other hand, I tried to go along and try to play more multiplayer or play with people because it's a lot more fun and whatever the case may be. I would play Grand Theft Auto with you guys. But the only problem is it's got to be a good community. The last time I was there, I was hearing racism. I was hearing all the screaming, yelling, and bawling. I said, okay, I'm out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Walks through the door and, and that's exactly what I did. I just basically dropped that game and never played it since. Now, if I do get a good community together and whatnot, basically, I don't mind playing the game. I do not mind playing the game at all. And it's a lot of fun. Like I said, doing the heists and stuff and helping people that way. And it's a little bit of basically about an hour or two you can actually be doing that or longer. Depends on how big your club is and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm part of a club on there as well that has over... I think it's like 200 and something odd members, and a friend of mine runs it, like I said, and he constantly runs that every day. Like I said, he's also got the mods and sub-mods, so even if he's not on. So I can always use the boost and stuff from that too. He's got the heist truck, he's got everything done. All I need to do is just contact them, and I'll be right as rain to be able to get that stuff done. So it's not hard for me to get the team together and stuff like that if need be. Like I said, we used to do what's it called? What's the one? Basically the Prison Break. We used to do that a lot. We used to do a lot of other stuff together too. And that's exactly what I like to be able to get back into that because that was a lot of fun. But of course, with the community and stuff like that, And like I said, even with the hacking and stuff like that, it just takes away the fun. Someone said to me before that they actually try to fix it for the average gamer. But I don't know exactly how you would fix that, and I don't see how it would actually work. Because once it's in the game and it's basically so widely, unless they're starting to ban people, and that would be kind of good, but it also kind of sad at the same time, because once you start taking away the public, it's not, it just makes it better for those people that actually wanted to play the game. But on the other hand, I really don't know. Like, I mean, it's all to do with the public, and like I said, also to deal with the other basically the developers and stuff like that too. So, like I said, if the public likes it and whatever the case may be, that's fine. Like, I mean, I remember one time this guy came in and he done an $8 million cash drop, and I know it wasn't legitimate, but I know exactly the location. I never went over to the location because this one guy was on the chat, was going along and saying, "Would you be able to drop this for me?" And I was like, "Oh my God, really?" And that's exactly the way some people play. Like, I mean, it's just like, I mean, having that in the lobby and basically having like that kind of thing is not good. Like, I mean, especially if you're doing everything legitimately and you know how to do everything legitimately without actually doing that. Like, I mean, I could make 8 or 9 million just from doing heists and stuff like that. I know how to do what the higher price heist is. And funniest thing is, I'm only a level 26. Like, I know there's like level 300s and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's not legitimate, but but I know there's a lot of people out there, like there's a level 100 and something, or whatever the case may be, and I can actually team up and actually play together with them, and I can actually do as good as them. Like, I mean, because I've got the gear, I've got everything, just because I played with some of the best people that was actually doing the game legitimately. So, like I said, the more people that it's actually, like I said, part of the channel and stuff like that and supporting the channel, they'll know exactly what the games I'm playing. And if they decide to jump into the game, I'll be like, okay, that's perfect. So, like I said, it'd be a lot more fun to play with people too. But like I said, I've got my Need for Speed Heat done for online right now. So I've got that to level 50. And I'm working only on cash right now. So the thing is, that's the only thing I need to work on. So I can actually do that as a regular run, or I can do it solo, or I could do it online, which is basically a bit more fun. And basically, I do have 2 high-speed cars already done. I'm trying to get the Konanzag unlocked through the storyline and so on and so forth. So I'm working on a few things in that game itself. The game is not bad, but of course it's developed by EA, which got a real bad reputation. And yes, I did have a lot of the elite perks and stuff like that from doing races, but I found out that I was glitching too much, or there was too much stuff happening that it was not allowing me to actually get those perks. Now, if you look at one of my the videos I posted there on my YouTube channel, you'll find exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I've got so many freaking cops on me. It was like, oh, I can't beat them off with a stick. I said, what's going on here? And then I've got, like I said, the glitches in the wall that I turn to try to get away from the cops, and the glitches basically sticks me to the wall, or I get something that's stuck to the road that's like sticks me like gum. And that's not supposed to happen. I don't care. Like I said, it's just, even though the game was put out in 2019, and like the 2019, 2020, at least there should been something better and something done better with patching and stuff like that. But it does happen from time to time. And like I said, EA, like I said, just got that reputation of being failed at games. But yes, they do make a lot of money. But I mean, people are actually still waiting for EA to basically change the way some of their games are actually done. I played, like I said, it's like playing with Ubisoft. Like with Assassin's Creed, you got like all the animations really screwed up and everything else, or you basically got a character that looks like it was gone through a washing machine. All the colors and everything else all gone through, is thrown all over the place. That is the stuff that we live with. That's what you call advancements in graphics. Interesting. But anyway, regardless of that, it's just like, yeah. So basically, what we're trying to do is try to wish for a prayer that's never going to happen. So, like I said, when it comes to that, like I said, I don't mind playing the game. And like I said, in one of my, like I said, the last video I did with that, I said I was going to go along and just stop playing it. Not permanently, but until I got something else to see if I can actually work around the glitches and stuff in the game. Because I know, like I said, it's not my first rodeo when it comes to those type of games. And like I said, I do like racing games too. Like, I love the games so much, and it's funny because it's so much of diversity and so much customizations. That is why I like playing Gran Turismo. Now, I don't have no Gran Turismo videos, sadly, just because when I do play it, I play it usually by myself, and there's basically certain things that I do during the day, but it's not enough to basically even stream, because I usually go along and just get my daily login cur and just exit. I don't spend no time in the game itself. Now, I am pretty high level still, but the only thing is I don't focus on the game anymore. Not like I used to. Like, I mean, I'm maxed out level and stuff like that in that game. So I love racing games. I do love, like I said, RPGs. And I do love MMOs because it's just what it is. Like, I mean, I wish I had my game of Ninu Kini. I wish I had that with me because right now that's in storage. Because, like I said, I've got the collector's edition of that. And that's a beautiful game. That's like playing one of the Final Fantasy series. And that is done by Namco Bandai. And they do actually do a really nice anime games. I always did. They've been doing that for a lot of years. And I mean a lot of years. Like, I mean, there's a lot of different games out there. I think, I'm not sure if they've done a Rurouni Kenshin game too at some point. I'm not sure. Because I know there's a couple of them out there as well. But I know, like I said, with the animations and stuff like that, really be right, you cannot beat the storylines in most cases. It's like you can't beat, like let's say, the storylines in Final Fantasy games. Because, of course, they're immersed. They're very good, and they do explain everything that's in there and make stuff work right for people. And that's exactly what I look at for in-game when I'm playing. Okay, not a problem, my friend. Hopefully to see you again there, Sock. And like I said, yeah, you can send those pics so I can actually be able to help you out. But as you can see with my Uber 11 build, that I don't use potions, I don't use nothing, and very rarely, unless it's glitching out, I don't die. So that's exactly. I might be losing a little bit of DPS because I don't have like the Berserk Battler. But, I mean, my DPS is versus the survivability. And that's exactly what I look at. A lot of people be like, why don't you just use this and that? Well, basically, that's the reason why I don't. Because I want to have survivability, and I don't need to worry about, like, using, like, the death defying or unyielding or any other type of thing. Like I say, when it comes to it, I don't use either side. Like, I mean, I do enough damage, I do enough whatever, just to keep myself going. I'll tell you exactly the setup I use itself. I use Ernie because it gives me 400 light and 25% critical. It gives me the protection shield. I've also used Berserk Emblem, of course. I'm also using the Balanced Elysium Flask, which gives me 12 flasks, plus the dragons. So you see my flask at 17, because I've got, like, say, those dragons that will give me extra flask. I'm also using the Martial Emblem, which gives me more damage when I use a flask. Then I've also got, like I said, different things that would work together. I got all Crystalline 4, and so on and so forth. So all my damages basically are made for damage. Not basically, I don't have to worry about dying. Like I said, unless the game glitches, and it happens sometimes. It doesn't happen a lot, but like I said, I get a mage that actually shoots at you way too quickly, and like I said, there's no healing because it stops you from healing at that point because you're taking that much more damage, and so on and so forth. So that's the only glitch that will actually literally kill me. Every other thing that will actually hit me, it basically I can heal the attacks. And I can keep going from there. So, like I said, that's exactly what I do itself. And this is exactly how I build the character. And people would be like, why don't you just add this and this gem? I said, there's a reason why I don't. Because it would basically change my build. That means I would probably have to use something absolutely weaker. And I can't, I'd rather lose a little bit of DPS, at least for grinding, like for to do light levels and stuff like that, than having myself die and die and die. Because that takes me a lot longer to go from point A to point B and so on and so forth. Because every time I actually put up, let's say if I put up a cornerstone, and I've got my house, and as I'm doing the dungeons, basically, I would actually, if I die, it goes back to my cornerstone. So if I got all these dungeons and stuff done, unless the cornerstone is right next to all the dungeons that I'm doing, which in some cases doesn't work, because sometimes you get so far away from the dungeons itself, basically your cornerstone is buried halfway across the map. So unless you can put another cornerstone down right next to your dungeons, you will actually spend more time traveling across that map to try to get more potions and stuff. That's why I do not use any other type of build, because of that reason. Now, like I said, it's just a lot easier to grind. Like I said, you see me grinding, I don't basically use anything except my damage. And not just because I'm using a Shadow Hunter either. Like anything, like I said, that can actually survive and stuff like that and do a lot of damage. You can build a Knight the same way as a heal bot. Basically, what it does, every time you hit and does a critical, you'll actually heal back to full HP. So your HP does not drop below a certain level. So you'll be able to survive forever. But a lot of people don't realize what type of gems and stuff like that. See, a lot of people, like a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, are still based off the old information, what they used to use back in the day when the game was first started. But as I said before, I do keep up with the information and make stuff work right for what the new updates and stuff is. Now, I do have a Solarian, but you got to remember, a Solarian does have a self-heal. If you stop attacking something or you got something completed, you wait for a few seconds, you'll see yourself self-healing. Solarian is the only class that has that. And the thing is, it doesn't need that much of anything. That's why I use Berserk Battler on that, so I can actually do that and use that for delves. Now, a lot of people will be like, why don't you use, like I said, the Vampiric Vanquish on that? It's not going to help it. The Berserk Battler will give me an attack speed. I'll show you exactly my attack speed and the way I've got it designed. And the reason why I've got it designed that way. See, watch. I'm going to basically just shoot straight. And you see my attack speed is not bad. So, like I said, if I'm going to kill something even in a U11 setting, I can go along and kill something in a U11 setting. Because I've got the attack speed and everything from the gems that I'm using. So now I still might have to use a potion until I actually get the gem set right. Right now I'm actually working on that. And I'll tell you the gem sets I'm using. I'm using Berserk Battler. I'm also using Volatile Velocity, because that's also to do with shot speed. And I'm also using Pyrodisc for those basically cursed skulls. Then I'm also using the class gem. And the class gem basically is just the class gem by itself, and everything else will give me a shot speed and whatever the case may be. So I can actually shoot faster. So it's not going to be as fast as Shadow Hunter. I will never beat that. But like I said, that's one type of build. And now if I want to switch that into something else, I tried the Vampiric Vanquisher on that character. It does not work. I will say that. I was trying it just because I wanted to be able to see exactly what it would be like to try to make another heal class and just have an auto heal every time I hit something or go to kill something. But, of course, it's too much of a delay in its shot, so it basically could still die even with that setting. And a lot of people don't realize that itself when it comes to certain gems. It only works at certain classes. And that's why I say when you actually build a class and stuff like that and working with certain things, you want to know exactly what the class can do. And like I said, all classes, if you want to make it damage, you can, but even each class will give you a different damage differential. So you don't want to basically say have something that's going to give you half the damage and hopefully it can bring you through the game, because it's not going to work. Plus, you got to remember, the higher the damage is in most cases, like I said, when it comes to like Ice Age and stuff like that, they do have a break point of damage. But the only problem is they're also slower on movement speed. So you got to think of it this way: the more damage you put to the character, the slower they will be. And that's in like I said, in every case. Like, I mean, you got the gunslinger, which could do the splash damage and stuff, but there's a trade-off to every single character. So the more damage you have, at what I've seen so far, will actually have lesser damage overall. So basically, what you want to do is look at exactly what it is. It's like the what's it called? The Reverend. Reverend is great for a tank. You're going to make it as a DPS as well. But the only thing is, it's still, like I said, it's a tank. It's going to be slow. Same thing as the Candy Barb. Those two are going to be slow, but they're going to need a lot of HP and stuff like that to actually just keep them alive. But you don't need like millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of HP, because then you're not going to do no damage. It's already to actually be able to sit down there and take all the hits. But that means you need to have a team that's going to be able to take the hit, to get rid of the enemies for you, which is kind of like sometimes that doesn't exactly work, especially for grinding and stuff. So you got to be very careful. Like I said, as I said before, I do know how to build each character, but it depends on which character that you're going to be using for grinding and stuff like that, and how you play will make a difference at the end of the day. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go basically end my stream here, take a small break. I will be back in about 20 minutes or so, and I'll be doing a Need for Speed Heat. Hopefully, basically, I'll enjoy the show, of course, and hopefully you find the information I gave out in this video itself. Hopefully it'll be a little bit helpful so you can understand what each gem is actually written for. So basically, if you want to design any character, and you can try these builds out, because right now you don't have to use regenerators and stuff like that. So you can try these builds out before you actually decide to actually build them up. So basically, this is the Gamer Speed, of course, signing off for now. Peace out for now, and hopefully you can say enjoy your day, and hopefully be able to catch you on the next one. And goodbye.